Welcome in guys to another Walking Dead Road to Survival video. This is your host JustCMTexx. I'm back and we're gonna get ready to look at the event just came in the game called The Lost and the Forgotten, where you can either get leader Ophelia or you can get leader Michelle. And both of these tunes are really good. You can't go wrong with either one of them. But I'm gonna give you a guide and a pathway on what it's gonna take and what it's going to look like to be able to acquire either Ophelia or acquire Michelle. So Invisionary just dropped some information a little bit earlier. The event started at 5 p.m. Pacific time, and it ends 5 p.m. Pacific time on the 14th. And what it looks like is players will be able to log in each day. You'll be able to get these javelin heads, and then you'll be able to use those javelin heads on the rediscovery roadmap. Once you use them on the rediscovery roadmap gives you these bloody bandages that you will then take into one of the roadmaps for the toons and use those bloody bandages there to be able to acquire either Ophelia or you're going to be able to acquire Michelle, depending on which way that you go. So players can expect the first mini event to start on Wednesday, okay, which we have, and details are coming soon. And then there's going to be another mini event next week and then a week after. So it looks like this is a 3-week event where you can possibly get your hand on one of these tunes. Now, good to note here that Ophelia and Michelle will not be in a gold mythic wheel. So this is important. They are what they call now this new toon, which is a limited time toon. So you can only get them in the event. They won't be available in a gold wheel. Now, we have some acts and how everything is broken down for the stages. So pretty much what's going to happen is you're going to use the javelin energy. You're going to fight either fighters or walkers, and then you're going to be rewarded some bandages. But I have a very detailed breakdown of what it's going to take and how all this is going to play out. So we have 1 act here, 2 acts, 3. It looks like this is going to take us through 5 acts. And then after completing it, you'll get some bandages. So once you complete the roadmap here, then the bloody bandage roadmap opens up where you use 80 javelin heads and it gives you about 50 bandages per run every 6 hours. So pretty much you could get about 200 of these a day if you do the every 6-hour run. And we're gonna break down, like I said, coming up here shortly, on what it is that you're gonna need, and these bandages are very important if you're trying to get one of the tunes. So then you have a forgotten roadmap, and at the end of this forgotten roadmap, it rewards you Ophelia, and then the lost roadmap. At the end of the lost roadmap, is going to reward you gold mythic Michelle's. Now, there's a daily login calendar and some solo survival road, faction survival road things that are in here as well, but we're gonna go ahead and get into it and break those things down for you here on the spreadsheet that I put together. So this is how it is going to break down over the course of the event of what we know so far. So the rediscovery roadmap is the map that you're going to use the javelins on, okay? So when you complete Act 1, it's going to cost you 400 javelins. It's going to give you 300 bandages. All right. So when you complete Act 2 is going to cost you 800 javelins, but it's going to reward you 390 bandages. So by the end of Act 2, you will be able to have 1,200 bandages that you're going to use. 1,200 javelins you're going to use, but you're only going to have 710 bandages. Okay. Act 3 is going to cost you 1,650 javelins and it rewards you 440 bandages. So that's going to be a total of 2,850 javelins used, 1,150 bandages that you're going to be able to have. And at this point, you're going to be really close to getting one Michelle, because you need 1,350 for Michelle, or you will be able to get an affiliate, because an affiliate is going to take you roughly 1140 bandages to get one of her. She's a little bit cheaper than Michelle is. All right. So after you complete Act 3, Act 4, it's going to be 2450. This is going to total up of 5,300 javelins. It's going to give you 490 bandages, and you're going to be at a total of 1640. So after Act 4, you should be able to get one Michelle, right? Now, Act 5, after Act 5, you're going to use 3,850 javies. That's going to put you at 9150 total for javelin usage, and it's going to give you 540 bandages, and that's going to give you 2180 in bandages. Okay, you can get 2 affiliates here, or you can just get 1 Michelle, depending on what direction you go in. Now, in game, they do have some offers. Just have to mention those, because we do have people who spend on the game, such as myself from time to time, and spenders and things of that nature. So in game right now, if you wanted to just go ahead and blitz through the roadmap and not wait to the end, $49 will get you the 10k javelins, and it's going to get you some other things as well too, such as medals and Liliths and things of that nature that you can use for leveling up the toon. So that's what that's going to get you. Want to blitz through it. The web offer has some of the same. The web site has some of these same offers, but on the website though, what they have there is in game they have a offer for $9.99. You can only get 5 of them, but on the website you can get 10 of them. So that's the difference there. And once again, to note that Ophelia and Michelle will not enter the gold mythic wheel. Okay, so here's the roadmap here for Ophelia. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a little bit larger so you guys can see this. Okay, so if we look at Ophelia's roadmap guide and what we would need to be able to get her, Ophelia, she is the cheaper of the toons. All acts are the exact same amount. So example, stage 1, act 1, stage 1 through 4 is 110 bandages, and stage 5 is 130 bandages. So in total, act 1 is 570 bandages. So we multiply that by 10 acts, because there's 10 acts for Ophelia. That's going to give us a total of 5,700 bandages that's needed to be able to get her to tier 8 or LB3. All right. Now, note, completing a rediscovery act will guarantee you to have 2 Ophelias. All right. Now, the Michelle roadmap, which is the Lost roadmap, she is the better of the 2 toons to me. Michelle roadmap will cost you a total of 7,100 bandages, or 7,100 bandages. So acts 1 through 4 is 1,320 bandages, 1,320 bandages, and act 5 is 1,820 bandages, or 1,820 bandages, and that's going to give us a total of 7,100 bandages. So this is how you will be able to get the toon. Now, the question that we come to, or we want to look at, is, okay, how is these things sourced inside of the game? Well, look no further. Here is the sourcing for how you'll be able to get the javelins to participate in the event. So if you log into the daily calendar for the next 21 days, you're going to get a total of 3,675 javelins. Okay. Now, solo and faction events have missions that you can be able to use, and they give you extra javelins. So you get 800 javelins for completing 50 stages of survival SR. This is solo. You get 400 javelins for leveling up a fighter 250 times in a solo event, and you get 800 javelins when you win a raid battle. So that's going to be a total of 2,000 javelins that you can get in that week of events. Now, if they're running 2 SRs, I'm sorry, if they're running 2 solo level ups, right, that week, and it's running a raid and it's running a SR, then this is going to change to 2,400 per week. So I'll go ahead and update this here, because if it's running 2, it's going to give us 2,400 Javies per week for these events here. Okay. So now, on the other hand, with the faction events here, you have your SR, and then you typically have one faction SR and one faction level up. And in faction SR, you have to complete 375 stages as a faction, and then in faction level up, you need to get you need to level up toons 2,200 times. That's going to give you a total of 1,200 Javies per week. So we can see that there is a good sourcing of these if you decide to stick it out through the 3 weeks. Now, here's what else is going to happen within that. So solo rank survival road, this is what the rewards is going to be. If you place first, you get 1,500, but we should have 3 of them over the 3-week event. So it's going to be a total of 4,500 javelin heads that's going to be sourced there. And these are the ranks for 2nd and 3rd, 4th through 10th, 11th through 50th, 51st through 125th, and so forth and so on. And then solo level up ranks, if you place first in the solo level up, this should be 3,000 here. That is a blooper. 3,000 there. No, that's right. 4,500, because solo level ups, there's 6 of them. We're gonna have 2 a week over the 3-week events. It's gonna be 6 of them. So that's correct. So we're gonna have a 4,500 javelins there for the solo level up, and 3,000 for 2nd through 3rd and 4th through 10th, so forth and so on. So you kind of get the drift of how many javelins is sourced totally through the event. Now, solo raid ranks, we're going to get 3,000 throughout the event, 1,000 per raid. So you just want to go ahead and check that out. And then for faction survival road ranks throughout the 3 weeks event, you're going to get a total of 2,250, 1,500 for 2nd place. And then for level up, these are lackluster as well. You only get 1,125. It seems like most of the benefit is coming from solo pushes and everything of that nature. So also too, what you'll notice here, there is no faction raid, so you will not receive any javelins from the faction raid. Now, this is based off of a 3-week event, and just to give you a little example, okay, if a player wins all the events, they log in every day, this is what they're gonna get. This should be 2,400 times 3. So no, 2,400 here. So a player could expect between 1,765 and 18,100 total javelins over the event. This is just an example. If you're a person that's going to be active, try to score, try to win all the events, you can be able to run that redirected roadmap and have javelins. I would say personally, hold on to the javelins. It's a 3-week event. We don't know what's going to happen in the next 2 weeks. That information has not been given to us, but just want to hold on to them just so we can see if it's going to be used in another event or not. I tried to give us a little bit of a roadmap here of what you can expect, the numbers, how things are going to break down for the event. Let me know what you think down in the comments. If you would like more videos like this, kind of give you a content roadmap of what you can expect from the event in total, and this should give you a heads up on what you need to grind for and how you want to grind to be able to get what it is you need to get in the event. This your boy JustCMTexx. Hit that like, subscribe, notification bell. Peace.